I'm Mark and welcome to Epic Confections. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification for new epic videos every single week. This week I was scrolling through Instagram. Oh, by the way, add me to Instagram if you haven't already. At Epic Confections. Add me to Instagram. Do it. Add me now. Just do it. And I came across this really cool kind of beaded dot art cake. So this week I'm going to be making a beaded dot art cake. Let's do it! Yo! So to start, I am using two 6-inch round dummy styrofoam cakes. Of course, you can use real cakes for this, but it being a new technique for me, I wanted to try it on these dummy cakes. I also made a couple batches of buttercream icing. One of the batches, I dyed this really, really dark navy blue. That's going to be the base of our cake. And then I have a whole bunch of other fun, bright colors to do our dotted bead work. Dotted bead work. All right. So just placing a little bit of that icing on the bottom of my cake board and placing one of my styrofoam dummies right on top of it. Nice and secure. Adding a little bit more icing on top of that styrofoam cake. And adding my second tier. Really press down. Yes, perfect. Next, I'm just taking my cheater bag. I'm gonna fill it up with this amazing, look at how nice that is. Dark navy blue buttercream. It's beautiful. Just a fun tip, if you really wanna make a dark icing, for my black icing, I usually make a chocolate buttercream and then dye that chocolate buttercream as black as I can, and I let it sit overnight. And the longer you let it sit, the darker it becomes. So I actually just made this, I want to say about 2 hours ago, and it has become darker. So if I did leave it sit for a few more hours, it'd be nice and dark, but I'm happy with this color. So just taking my cheater bag, and I'm gonna ice the entire cake all the way around. Next, I have my spatula and some really, really hot water. What do I always say, kids? Hot water is a cake decorator's best friend. I do have a little towel down here because there's a hole in my bucket. Dear Liza, dear Liza. Sorry. Just taking my hot spatula, starting at the top, trying to smooth it out as best as I can, get it as flat as I can. Sometimes I turn my spatula on the side, and it kind of scrapes off that excess buttercream, like so. And starting on the side of the cake, just holding my spatula straight up and down, just moving it side to side whilst turning my turntable, letting the turntable do the work for me, smoothing out all of that buttercream as best as I can. See how I'm moving my spatula kind of back and forth like this? That really helps smooth out any excess buttercream you may have gotten. Always remember to continue dipping your spatula into that hot water. It really helps smooth out the buttercream. Once you're happy with how smooth your sides are, just taking my really hot spatula, and with this excess buttercream that's on the top there, I'm just pulling it in right to the middle, and I'm flipping my spatula so that that excess buttercream doesn't end up on the side of the cake. Another fun little technique is leave those rough edges, throw it into the fridge for about 25-30 minutes, take it back out and use a really hot knife and just scrape off that excess buttercream, and it leaves you with amazing, perfectly smooth edges. So now, don't worry about all that water that's collected at the bottom of your cake on your cake board. Just take some paper towel and wipe it away. Now that the base of the board is all cleaned up, if you do see any driplets of water like this, just take your paper towel, very gently soak them up. Next, I'm gonna pop this into the freezer for about 20-25 minutes. I want that buttercream really firm before I start decorating it. And then we'll be back and we're gonna start decorating. See y'all in a second. So next I have a pattern, a floral pattern on my phone that I'm gonna be free-handing. I know, I'm a little scared myself, but I'm just using my little Wilton tool here and I'm just gonna freehand my pattern. And then we're gonna start dotting or beading the pattern with a whole bunch of different icing colors. So here's my pattern on my phone that I'm just gonna be free-handing onto my cake. So next I have a whole bunch of different colors. I have a peach, a yellow, a pink, and a green, and a white. And I'm just gonna fill out my piping bag with a medium-sized tip. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start piping little dots all over my pattern. I'm just gonna follow my pattern and dot it, or bead it, if you will. Bead it. Let's get started. So just a little tip, if you're doing small, intricate piping, when you fill your piping bag up, don't squeeze it from the top here, because that's gonna be a lot of pressure that you're trying to put on that icing and you're gonna end up shaking the bag like that. Instead, grip your piping bag right about here, squeeze it, and turn it. That way, you take a lot of the pressure off when you're piping. Fun tip. So here it is, guys. Here is the beaded dot art cake. If you like what you saw, smash that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification for new epic videos every single week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see all y'all next week. Mwah!